Hello children, I will continue now with the history lesson, that is evolution of mankind. In the previous period we had learned how the primitive man evolved into Homo habilis. Then Homo habilis evolved into Homo erectus, followed by Homo neanderthalensis, also known as Neanderthal man. And now we are going to learn about the Homo sapiens. As it was told earlier that the Neanderthals and the Homo sapiens were neighbors for some time in Europe. But due to some reasons, there was a conflict between them, and then the Neanderthals could not adapt to the environmental changes and they became extinct. And on the basis of C14 dating, it is estimated that the Neanderthals became extinct about 30,000 years ago. Now we move on to Homo sapiens. The human species that was more intelligent than any of the earlier species was Homo sapiens. In Europe, Homo sapiens is also known as Cro-Magnon man. So what is he known as in Europe? Homo sapiens is also known as Cro-Magnon man. Their remains have been found in the continents of Europe, Asia and Africa. Homo sapiens made different kinds of tools and implemented to suit the task they needed to do. They used to make stone blades and fix them in grooves and notches, made in wood or bone handles. They would take a bone handle, make grooves or notches in that and fix the stone blades, so it was easy to use it. This is the picture of the Homo sapien. Homo sapiens had evolved to the stage of having a fully developed larynx, which could produce a range of sounds with subtle differences. All of us, we humans, have a larynx in the upper part of the throat. So the meaning of larynx is, larynx means the upper part of the upper part of the throat containing a vocal cords, containing the vocal cords. Or voice cords. Because of these vocal cords, we are able to talk, and because of our jaws and muscles and the tongue which is flexible. So these Homo sapiens developed a larynx. They had a fully developed larynx which could produce a range of sounds, different sounds with subtle differences. Their jaws and muscles inside the mouth were well developed and the tongue was flexible. Hence, Homo sapiens could use them to produce a variety of sounds and modulate his voice the way he liked. He could lower his voice or raise his voice. He could modulate his voice. Using his imagination, he could give names to the different things he saw and could put his thoughts and feelings into words. He started talking few words. Using these words, he could speak and communicate. Maybe he was not knowing how to form a full sentence, but he could speak a few words and he could convey his thoughts to the other person. Using these words, he could speak and communicate. In short, he had a well-developed language system. He could draw pictures on the basis of actual observation as well as imagination. Now look here, he has done this cave painting. Through observation and imagination, he could draw pictures. He even began to make artistic objects. That is why he has been named Homo sapiens, that is intelligent man or thinking man. So Homo sapien also means intelligent man or thinking man. He could think. So he could think, he could put his thoughts across. Then we move on to Homo sapiens sapiens. Homo sapiens sapiens and civilization. Homo sapiens sapiens. Homo sapiens sapiens is the name given to the humans as their capacity to think developed even further than that of Homo sapiens. Now this species was still more intelligent than the previous species, that is the Homo sapiens. The capacity of their brain and their grasping power also developed further with time. We the modern humans are Homo sapiens sapiens. The appearance and health characteristics of human beings indicate their similarity to their ancestors. This is known as heredity. So what is heredity? The appearance and health characteristics of human beings indicate their similarity to their ancestors. Like you may be looking, or your physique may be same like your parents, and your parents may be resembling their parents. So this is called heredity. Genetics is a science that studies heredity. So the science which studies this heredity is known as, studies of heredity is known as genetics. Genetic research has shown that we have inherited some traits of the Neanderthal man. Thus it can be said that the Neanderthal man and Homo sapiens are both ancestors of the modern humans. That is, we have some habits, some traits, some resemblance to the Neanderthal man as well as to the Homo sapiens. So that is why they are called our ancestors. Around 11,000 to 10,000 BC, Homo sapiens sapiens developed the technique of cultivating land and keeping animals. They started cultivating land, that is, they started agriculture, farming. They started growing crops and keeping animals also, because domestic animals, they provide us with many food like milk, eggs, all that we get from the animals. Then even the meat of the chicken, then what else, goat can be eaten. So they started growing crops and keeping animals. Because of their well-developed capacity to think, the speed at which they improved their technology increased with time. Now they wanted to develop themselves, go further and further. So, and the speed was also more. So they started developing technology. They began to live a more settled life. First they used to go from one place to another in search of food. But now since they started growing their own food, keeping animals, they settled in that same place. They began to grow food grains in the fields. As a result, the amount of carbohydrates in their food increased. Even their diet changed. Earlier they used to eat only the meat, but now they started eating other food grains also. And the carbohydrates in their diet increased. The changed lifestyle and diet affected the appearance of humans. So because of the changed lifestyle and diet, even their appearance started changing. Their body and face grew smaller than they had been in the earlier generations. The name Homo sapiens sapiens reflects their intellectual and cultural rather than their physical prowess. All animals must necessarily meet their basic need for food. However, modern humans are not satisfied with only doing that much. Now, modern human beings, they want to earn more money, go to different cities, settle down there, and they have more demands. They are not just satisfied with having food. So they keep on developing technology. Through their efforts to enrich their lives, using their creativity, intelligence and skills, human beings acquired a culture and continued to develop it. The technological and cultural progress achieved by modern humans after the beginning of agriculture and domestication of animals has been extremely rapid. Rapid means fast. The history of the evolution of humans that began from the apes can be divided into various stages. In the following lessons, we shall learn about various facets of human culture at their different stages. Now, I'll just read out few points on Homo sapiens sapiens and then before that Homo sapiens. Homo sapiens were more advanced and intelligent than Neanderthals. Homo sapiens was known as Cro-Magnon man in Europe. They made different kinds of tools and implements to do different tasks. He made stone blades and fixed them on grooves and notches made in wooden or bone handles. They had fully developed larynx, which could produce a range of sounds with subtle differences. Thereby, he had a well-developed language system. They could draw pictures on the basis of actual observation as well as imagination. Homo sapiens sapiens. Homo sapiens sapiens man is regarded as the ancestor of the modern man due to similarities in appearance and health characteristics. He developed the technique of cultivating land and animal husbandry. He lived a well-settled life that changed his lifestyle and diet. With the well-developed capacity to think, he improved technology and enriched his life. So now we learnt about Homo sapiens and Homo sapiens sapiens. Now there are columns, vertical and horizontal. Rectangles are made with different letters in it, and they want you to read these clues which are given below and circle those. Whatever name answer you get, you will find it in this and you will circle it. So I'll just read out those. Humans who stood upright. So that the answer is Homo erectus. A sound that Neanderthals could make, that is grunt. Humans who use their hands, Homo habilis. Homo sapiens sapiens began to grow this in fields, so that is grain. Pieces of stone used to make tools, flakes. It kept Homo erectus warm although they could not make it, that is fire. A country in which remains of Homo habilis were found, Kenya. A way of preparing food that Neanderthals used, roast. A tool made by Homo erectus, hand axe. Homo sapiens could do this to make pictures, draw. Humans could use their hands because they learned to stand on two of these, that is feet. The country in which remains of Neanderthals were first found, Germany. These were buried with them when Neanderthals died. So those are the horns. So you can find these words here and just circle. Now here they have given, do you know this? Now we will see what are fossilized remains of animals. The history of human evolution has been reconstructed solely with the help of the fossilized human bones discovered so far. An animal's body decomposes after death. The bones get dispersed. They gradually get buried in the soil. Over a period of thousands of years, the minerals in the soil get deposited inside the pores of these bones. There are tiny pores in the bones. So all the minerals which are in the soil get into those bones. In the course of this time, the bone disappears, but the minerals which take the shape of the bones are left behind. These are actually rocks in the shape of bones. Such rocks are known as fossilized remains of animals or simply fossils. So these are called fossils. Now let us see the characteristics of the structure of the human body. The structure of the human body is different from that of other vertebrate animals in certain aspects. These differences set man apart from other vertebrates. Vertebrates are animals, we have learned in the previous lessons, animals with a backbone. And you know some examples also. These differences set man apart from other vertebrates. The most important of these characteristics are as follows. Now let us see the characteristics of the human body. Humans could stand upright. It enabled them to walk on 2 feet. Other vertebrate animals cannot stand upright. As you know, we humans can stand straight on our 2 feet, but other animals, they cannot stand upright. They always walk on their 4 legs, 4 limbs. Hence, only vertebrate animals cannot stand upright. Hence, they walk on 4 limbs. As humans learned to stand erect and walk on 2 feet, it became possible for them to use their 2 forelimbs as hands. So, their 2 forelimbs were used as hands. The structure of human hands came to be different from that of the forelimbs of other animals. Humans have an opposable thumb. Now you can see here, this is the palm of the human, and all of us have a thumb, and it is opposable means we can move the thumb and we can hold something because this opposable thumb. Humans have an opposable thumb, that is, they can move their thumb against the other 4 fingers of the hand. See, this is my thumb and I can move it against the 4 fingers of my hand. It allows them to have a firm and flexible grip on various objects in various ways. We can hold things in different ways. It enables them to perform various tasks that require manual skills, which other animals could not do. As you know, we perform many tasks using our hands, our fingers and the thumb. Hence, humans are known as makers of devices, tools and implements. The capacity of the human brain is much greater than that of other animals. Therefore, humans have a greater capacity to think. The muscles of the human face are such that it can express their feelings. We have muscles in our face and we can express different feelings like happiness, sadness, sometimes you cry, sometimes you laugh. So your expression changes. The structure of the larynx, I told you what is the larynx. The upper part of the throat containing the vocal cords or the voice box. Because of the larynx, we can talk. The structure of the larynx, the muscles of the mouth, and a very flexible tongue together enable humans to produce a variety of sounds. However, this system, which enabled humans to speak, took thousands of years to develop. So it took thousands of years to develop. Here you can see the fossils and here you can see the opposable thumb. So you can read the lesson. And as I told you, circle the words. Now let me read out some question answers. By what name are Homo sapiens known in Europe? The Homo sapiens in Europe are known as Cro-Magnon man. What is the main difference between Homo sapiens and Homo sapiens sapiens? Homo sapiens sapiens was more intelligent as his thinking capacity developed more than the Homo sapiens. What physical changes came about in the Homo sapiens sapiens? The body and face of the Homo sapiens sapiens was smaller than that of the earlier generations. Then describe the physical characteristics of Homo habilis. The face and limbs were similar to the apes, but his brain was bigger than apes. He could stand on 2 feet and walk, but as his spine was slightly bent, he could not stand erect. Write about the tools of the Neanderthal man. Neanderthal man made tools out of big pebbles as well as flakes scraped from the pebbles. Such tools were fixed on a bone or wooden shaft to make weapons like spear and axe. Scrapers made from stone flakes were used to scrape meat from the hide of dead animals. How did Neanderthal bury their dead? When a member of the group died, the Neanderthal buried tools and horns along with the dead body. Before burying the dead body, they applied red ochre to the dead body. This indicates the rituals established for burying the dead. State the difference between animals and modern human beings. All animals meet their basic need for food. Modern human beings are not satisfied only with meeting basic need for food. Modern human beings enrich their lives by using their creativity, intelligence and skills. Now I am giving some words. You have to arrange them in chronological order. We have finished with all the different species, and evolution of man you will arrange in chronological order. Evolution Now, chronological order means which came first, which came second, third, fourth, fifth, that way. So, arrange Neanderthal man, Homo sapiens sapiens, then Homo erectus, D, Homo sapiens, and E is Homo habilis. So this you will arrange in the chronological order, that is which came first, second, third, like that. Thank you children.